I'm Matt Hyatt.
I'm Leslie, and to tell you a little bit about our family, we have two amazingly beautiful kids. We have a little 3-year-old named Peyton, going on 10, and she loves to play dress up, and so if she's mismatched at church, please don't judge us. And we also have an awesome 8-month-old little boy who's the perfect life-size doll for her, so he likes, wearing her tiaras and stuff. So
20-pound life-size doll. We've been coming to Canyon Springs for about 2 years now. We consider Canyon Springs our home church. We like the community aspect of it. It's very close to where we live, and we really like kind of what Canyon Springs is about. For our children, we also really love the idea that our kids can go to school someday with the same kids that they've gone to children's church and VBS with. Also, we started going to a small group not long after we joined Canyon Springs, and they've really become our family. They've become the people that we live our life with.
tithing to us is giving 10% of our income first to God, and then worrying later about where we'll pay the rest of our expenses. And it's just a way that we've been able to really worship God, and a way that we've been able to draw closer to Him.
Tithing through Canyon Springs is something we prioritize because it's really a way for us to relinquish control of something that has so much control over us, and it seems like everybody in our culture and our society. It gives us a sense of false security, money and things, and all the stuff that we surround ourselves with day to day. And it's just a way for us to give it back to God. It's really giving Him back something that He's already given to us.
There's a lot that's difficult about tithing. Tithing is a sacrifice that we make, and when money's tight one month, or when there's an unexpected bill, or something happens with our kids, it's hard to give up that money when you know that it could be used for something else that you feel is important.
And for me, well, I think a lot of people like me, and maybe we've mentioned in other questions, but I do have a issue letting go of money sometimes, so that can be a challenge. Giving to the church or giving money away in general can be a challenge.
What's rewarding about tithing is there's so much, but a huge thing is it draws us so much closer to God. And we found that in those months that money seems really tight, or we're not really sure where that extra money is going to come from, we've been blessed in unexpected ways. A random bonus on a paycheck, or somebody takes us out to dinner. So it's been really rewarding.
Yeah, and I think as part of the reward for it is a sort of a release of a burden in a way, especially for people who have trouble with it. If you're consistent with tithing, you really want to give back to the church. Eventually, you don't miss it as much as you used to. It just sort of is part of what you do every month, and that's it. You don't worry about it. What would Jack say? What we would tell them is that we choose to tithe, and we would tell them the reasons why we choose to tithe. But also, I think we'd tell them that this is a really personal thing between them and God, and we would encourage them to pray about it, and we'd pray for them.
You don't tithe to follow a rule or because somebody tells you to, but you tithe because it's an act of worship, and because it's an opportunity for you to draw closer to God, and you should give in a cheerful manner. You should have a cheerful heart when you give.
And honestly, it's blessed us in so many ways, and it hasn't always blessed it. Well, really, it hasn't meant more money for us, But I think just in my life, it's been such a blessing for any number of reasons, and I think for our family, it's been such a great thing. And to teach our kids this is an incredible thing, and just to see that is a blessing in its own.
We definitely don't always have a lot, but we have always had enough.